Okay, Orange Guy here. We're gonna work on building people and building soldiers. Okay, we're gonna work on building people, building soldiers, and part of that, the major part of that is a personal code of honor. Okay, it's an ethics, personal code of ethics, ethos. Okay, it's all based same thing, like your personal guidelines at the root, at your core, at the very base of who you are. You need some guidelines. You need some guidelines, and this is some of your struggles. Now, and when you have some guidelines, okay, when you have some things at your core that help you, okay, they make you stronger. They make you much stronger. Pipsqueak says, "Look, look, I went to the boot camp. I went to boot camp, okay, I went to boot camp, and look, they say, look, here's your rifle, okay, so you can practice shooting. They say, look, I went to boot camp. Here's your rifle, back shooting, back shooting. I said, look, I don't need, I got two guns. I got two guns right here. Pipsqueak. Okay, so you have your guns. Okay, you've got your gun. That's your physical strength. Okay, Pipsqueak. But you need some mental strength. You need some mental strength, Pipsqueak. Okay, so we're gonna work on the mental aspect of it, the mental strength, which it goes back to your core, who you are, and what is the right thing to do, and guidelines of what is the right thing to do. That's what personal code of honor is about. Okay, so unfortunately this one shows up backwards. I'm not really clear what happened. I don't know if retards got. I don't know what happened. I couldn't tell you. When I put it here, okay. When I put it there, it's fucking backwards. Okay, it's on the website. It's on the website. But I'm gonna read it real quick. Okay, this is the ethos that I wrote. Okay, and it's a personal code of honor, and I would encourage you to basically follow this one or something very similar. You can come with your own. That's fair. Okay, so this is my personal code of honor. This is, I'm a defender that all that is good. Honor is my personal strength. Truth is my road guide. Wisdom is my material wealth. Courage is my shaping tool. Refusal of judgment is my shield. Selfishness and hate are my weakness. Indifference to persecution is my enemy. Being enabled is my commission. So this is how the orange guy rose, because he refused. He refused to be judged. He's refused to be judged. Okay. So this having a personal code of honor, will help make you a stronger person. So you say, look, I'm in a questionable situation. Like now, I'm in a questionable situation. What is the right action? What does the right action take? This is why we have personal code of honor and ethics. Retards got your fridge too. So this is why we have a personal code of honor. Now, I encourage you basically that one or similar. Okay, that ethos or similar. And will help you become a better person. So as you face this questionable situation, you have more guidelines on action to take. Now you're working on being a better person. Now, when you have the ethos like that, okay, when you have an ethos like that, you also become a role model for those around you. Say, look, that one, he or she, they always know what to do. They always seem to know what to do, and it seems to be a very reasonable course of action. There seems to be a very reasonable course of action. I want to be like them. That's the basic leaders you like the most. They looked around and they said, look, this one takes the most reasonable course of action. How did they come to that conclusion? Well, you need some guidelines. You need some guidelines how to get there, what action to take. Now, unfortunately, there's different. Look, you have different influences, right? You have your religious influence. You have your soldiering code, right? You have your pledge to the flag, right? You have your parents' influence. You have your commander influence, right? You have all these different influences. But look, The ethos, the personal code of ethics, is above them all. It's above them all. It's top. It's fucking top. So when you have something that conflicts with your ethos, you can say, look, my personal code of honor says that order or that again smashing that right moment. That order, okay, that order or that instruction is not appropriate. It's not appropriate because I have guidelines way up top say, look, that's gonna make me a better person, and I know this direction I should go, right? Because that complies with it. This direction I should not go because it does not comply with my personal code of honor. So when you do that, when you have your very at the core of you, you have personal ethics, your personal code of honor. You help making the world a better place. Because when you look around you, and they're also following that code of honor, now you're feeling safer. You're like, look, I know they're not going to take the wrong action. Okay, and they have much better guidelines on when to take the right action. So when you have at your core, when you have these guidelines of what will help me be a better person, now you can overcome all the obstacles.